Hello, hello. Welcome to Scriptur, I believe this is called. That's what it at least said on Steam. I could be wrong. It could be completely different. I think it just depends on the translation. I just want to double check this is actually... Okay, it is capturing the audio. I had some issues with recording this one, as well as the previous video I uploaded. Not only was the audio like double looped, I was dumb and didn't even have the background sounds on for like a good halfway through the game. So it was 90% of it was just me talking, which my voice is great. I can serenade people. I don't think it really added to the immersion of the game in any way. So, I think, without further ado, there's not much else I can really talk about. Just from this starting screen, I have no idea what to expect. I'm gonna go into this just as blind, mostly because if the entire previous recording was a blur, I have no recollection of what I played. Do my best to do it justice. So let's do that. And there's gonna be a lot of mouse sounds for a while until I finally get a mouse pad, as I previously mentioned. Let's boogie. You can't see it, but I gotta move my mouse. And where am I? So, just a dream. I just had a wild dream. Something about a girl lying in the forest. What in the world? So, pull yourself together. I'm on the train. Let me remember. Well, of course, it couldn't be better. Fall asleep on a lousy train. At least a window seat. Nice view of life rushing by. The best seats in the hall. Yeah. That's really. All my amazing life is visible from here at a glance. Although here some young vandals have scribbled reminders of themselves. Well, what is it to me? Sheer trifle. Just think. Scratches on the glass. Yeah. If I wanted to, I would. The whole world saw in a grain of sand. If I wanted, I could with these scratches. As in a comic book. Down my whole life. Like in some stupid comic, scratched on the glass of this lousy train. For example, this one. Let it be me. Semyon Serov. I'm going to pronounce it that Semyon for the rest of this video. I really don't know. I probably should have. Probably. Graduated from high school. University. I finished my studies and started working. Finished, so to speak, to become, and began to be. And why is my head square? But this is how I always had it. I was even teased at school for it. Square-headed. Some geometers. Oh, and this is my house. Here, I rent a room in a communal apartment, so that I had somewhere to sleep. And where... I don't want to talk about it. I remember that day. All night long I had a terrible headache. I had a terrible dream. I walked through a dark forest. I was very afraid that someone would feel my fear. I remember the only thing that made me move on. I knew that I have to go through this. And I walked. Walked, despite the fact that with each step the forest grew darker. Walked until I saw something. I can't recall. It's me. I saw... What did I see? Whom did I see? For several days after that, I was tormented by insomnia. I surfed half of the internet in search of a means to remember a dream. How to remember a dream? How do you remember a memory? One site says our memory is like film. Everything that you feel and see is imprinted on it. To remember something is enough to recall the first adjacent frame. So, the adjacent frame, right? It seems I almost did it. Every day. I woke up every day and wrote down my dreams. That is, if I expressed myself in a figurative sense. I wound up a whole bunch of film. All this for the sake of one thing. I should find her. And today I finally found myself there again. Having played this scene so many times in my head, I no longer feel fear at all. I enter a dark forest, and with every step it gets darker, until finally, at one of the moments... Hello. Aren't you lost? Who are you? How did you get here? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I just saw you loitering here alone. But this is a very large forest, so I decided to ask. Are you not lost? I'm Alice. And you? And do you think I'll believe this story? I'm looking for something here. Or rather, someone. Since you came over and struck up our conversation, would you like to help? Walking alone in the woods, looking for something. So you're one of those. Tolkienists. Yeah. Anyway, I have a business, and I can't leave it. If you want, I would help you, but I need... What do you need? What do you need? Will you say something? Sorry, I seem to have forgotten what I needed to do. Or... as if it was nothing in the first place. Sorry, I'm talking nonsense. Of course, let me help you. What are we looking for? To say that it was strange now is to say nothing. But, since you decided to help, maybe it doesn't mean anything. I'm looking for one place in this forest. As soon as we find it, I'll notice it. We'll both notice it. Tell me, how far is this road? Oh, very far away. Actually, I myself have never walked through the whole forest on this road. What? Where did you go then? You seem to be right. How stupid I am. The road leads through this forest and leads to the train station, to the city. I'm just returning home from there. You too? No. I was walking towards you. Ouch. Okay, it doesn't matter. Tell me, have you seen anything unusual on the way here? Maybe someone was lying on the road?
I don't think so. Wait a minute. I saw a bunch of trees without leaves. They were covered with something like a spider's web. Probably sick. But the forester had already dug some holes under their roots. He probably knows how to treat it.
Did you say the forester? Well, of course. Probably he was already here, and that's why we didn't see anything today. Do you know where he lives?
In fact, yes. It's right next to my house. When I was little, other children and I played hide and seek with him in the woods. But that was a long time ago. Most of us have already grown up and have left in all directions. Can you meet me here tomorrow and walk me home? Then I'll show you where the forester lives.
Why tomorrow? Can't I see you off now?
I'm afraid you can't. It's time for us to say goodbye. This day is coming to an end.
What day? What are you talking about? Every day, for the past week, I've been imagining this forest. And today, everything was as usual. I found myself in front of it. The branches of the trees thickened over me with every step I took. Until finally, I start to see something on the road. I'm approaching the body lying on the road when suddenly... Boo.
Why are you sneaking up? Sorry, I couldn't resist. You're so deeply immersed in yourself, it cost me almost nothing to approach you unnoticed. I didn't even have to sneak.
Moreover, it is impudent of you to treat in such a manner a person you don't know much. What if I were a maniac and decided to perform a ritual sacrifice with you in the lead role? There's no one around. Does it bother you at all?
Sorry, I already apologized. I was just glad to see you, so I decided to play a prank. Don't be angry, please.
Could you really be a maniac? It doesn't matter. We had a case.
As you say. How are you doing, anyway? How was your day?
Nothing could be more original. How was my day? All my days are the same. From home to work, from work to home. There's not much to tell.
It's a pity. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
Didn't want to upset me or get upset yourself. It doesn't matter. Whatever. You won't upset me by asking about my life. Tell me better. Are we still far from the forester?
No, it lives right next to the forest. When I was a kid, that is, more than now, the other guys from the yard and I played hide and seek here. I remember you said... Oh wait, I remember you said... Yeah. So... Once, my friend and I decided to run the farthest, so that no one can find us. We hid behind a tree and waited. I was very scared, and my friend calmed me down. He told me... Sorry. Is there something wrong?
I don't know, It's hard for me to concentrate.
Can you hear me?
Something's wrong. Everything darkens before the eyes.
Go. See you tomorrow at the same time in the same place.
It cost me almost nothing to imagine that forest. As I walk on it,
and with each step, the branches above me intertwine more and more tightly.
Oh, shit.
I was captivated by this picture. Wait, make sure I'm not still on this. The desire to find out who is on the road. Who did this to her? Hello. Are you in a hurry? Hello. I'm looking for you. Come on. We need to get to the forester as soon as possible. Until you again? Doesn't matter. Sorry, I just need to hurry. Well, find out how it ends. What will end? You want to know as soon as possible how the game will end? Or what will end? Or a dream? Or a dream? Yes, or a dream. Do you think I'm stupid and don't understand what's going on here? So, well, that's what. I have an idea. Yes? Which? Step back. Well, that's much better. Yes, you're right. You've become as if closer. I think so too. Well, listen, it feels amazing. I feel like I can fly if I wanted to. You're some kind of bad. What's the matter? Fell in love or what? Yes, with you! Don't joke like that anymore. Sorry, You don't know me at all. Sorry, I said it without thinking. Okay. Let's go. So what did you say about flying? I don't know. For some reason it seems ridiculous to me that all people, when they imagine they have superpowers, they immediately try to fly. Well, what's so surprising there? People want the impossible. This is understandable. It's not that's funny. They don't imagine that they're, say, floating in the ground or that they're made of the sun. They immediately try to fly. As if it's the coolest thing you can do. What would you do? What a girly question that is. What would you do? Well, what am I? Am I not a girl or what? I would... Oh. Listen, what time is it? Isn't it time for you... No, don't you understand yet? Now I can stay here as long as I want. I see a forest in front of me. 8. I walk along it, and with every step, 9. Tree branches are closing more and more tightly. 10. I see in front of me on the road. Ready or not, here I come. Boo! Oh my gosh, do you want to send me to the afterlife? This was the creepiest time ever. You had such a face. Didn't you really expect anything? Again? Ugh. I guess I'm waiting. I guess I'm waiting for you to play by the rules at least once. Am I not playing by the rules? Maybe you play by the rules. But only this is not hide and seek what you play. Come on, we've been playing hide and seek for a week now. Aren't you tired of it yet? Can you sometimes have a variety? Sure, but we've never played by the actual rules. Stop. Do you hear it? Yeah. What is it? This... as if someone is sawing a tree. This is... Forrester. Forrester. Hide! Run! My dear, how scary. Why am I so scared? Quiet. Don't move. He won't notice us. I don't move. But I'm so scared. Why am I so scared? Quiet. Be quiet. Oh, Lord. Scream! Ah! Or no, maybe it's just like an ah! What's the matter? Are you feeling bad? I'm fine. I just want to sleep. What? Now? Sorry, Semyon, No, don't even think. He's coming. Semyon, what did you tell me then? Semyon. That day I woke up in a great mood. The sun was shining outside the window, and the birds were singing. Usually, in such cases, I don't try to remember what I dreamed, if I don't remember it right away. But as soon as I plunge into myself, that dream itself came to my head. I dreamed of a forest, a dark forest, with a path leading inland. I walk along this path, and with each step the branches of the trees intertwine above me more and more densely. I feel some kind of discomfort. I don't want to be here. But my gaze sticks to the body lying on the road ahead. I know this person. They look surprisingly familiar. I'm approaching the lying one when suddenly... Hello? Aren't you looking for me? Alice, this is not funny. Sorry. Excuse me, really. In fact, I'm not trying to scare you. It's just that it's already become our thing. What a great thing to have. If such things are in the order of things for you, it is not surprising that you have no friends. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It's alright. It's what I need. Don't say that, please. I don't know what came over me. I know I have no friends left at all, because I'm a useless friend. No, that's not true. Listen. No, you said so yourself, and if you think so too, then it is exactly so. Listen. Forgive me. Why do you need it? Well, maybe I want to be friends with you. Is that so? Well, yes, why would I say it then if it weren't true? Listen, come. Stop being such a crybaby. Do you want me to take you home? I do. Well, let's go then. Semyon? What? Do you have friends? Of course I do. Yes? How many? It's enough. And what do you do with your friends? Well, we are discussing different things. We're discussing different matters. What matters? Well, how is anyone doing at work? And how are your friends doing at work? Listen, why do you care how my friends are doing at work? I don't know. Just wondering. I have no friends. Everyone with whom I communicate is how you are to me. Strangers. Strangers? Yes, strangers. That's how it is? It's very simple. Strangers, and that's it. In general, I think that there are no friends. All people are strangers to each other. How is that? What's wrong with you? Why am I putting up with such childishness? Well, wait. I don't have friends, and you don't. But that doesn't mean that they don't exist at all, right?
Well, sorry. Well, someone may have. So if someone has. Oh. Whoops. So if someone has friends, why can't we have them? Who are we? You'll definitely have friends, I can see it now. And can't you? Can't I? No, I won't have anyone. Why? I don't know. Who can need someone like me? No. I don't need myself to impose myself on someone else. But you're not alone. I don't know how to tell you this. Inside me, it seems to me that there's a lot of suffering in me. Suffering? Yes, suffering. Why? What kind of suffering? Where does it come from? Ooh, I accidentally hit quick save. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bored with everything. I'm sick of it. Disgusted? Disgusted it is. I have nowhere to take strength for. Semyon? Semyon, what's the matter with you? I'm. Semyon. Again? I am. Semyon, wait. I am. Semyon, listen. I am. Semyon, listen to me. Listen to what I'll tell you. Semyon, suffering is not bad. Semyon, suffering is not bad. It's very good. It means that you are still alive, that you can feel that you're alive. I don't want. Semyon, you could still be a man only because you are still suffering. I don't want this anymore. Semyon. I don't want. Semyon. What is it with me? What is happening to me? I set my alarm 15 minutes early that day. I wanted to wake up and go to bed again. To stay longer in the forest. I stood in front of it, watching with my eyes the path leading into the depths. With each step along it, the branches of the trees closed above me more and more densely. Soon, I felt the familiar goosebumps again. I feel that I'm not alone here. I see a girl lying in front of me on the road. I bend over to see her face when suddenly... Boo! Not funny. Isn't it funny again? If the same joke is repeated 100,000 times, it is unlikely to get any funnier. Why so? I don't know, because it's just like that. Well, I don't know. In my opinion, this is just stupid. Even if the joke isn't funny, the longer you repeat it, the funnier it gets. In my opinion, this is obvious. Tell me, do you have a lot of things that are so obvious to you? Let me think. I don't know. What about you? That's just the point. Seems to me that I don't have a single one. Oh, come on, it can't be. Well, that is, I know that I love my parents. This is obvious. See now? Yeah, but otherwise I seem to be stranded. And why does it seem to you that others aren't?
Well, why? Everyone has so much meaning in their eyes. So much, I don't know, truth or something. And can't you? I don't know what to believe. And all around, it feels like a conspiracy. Everyone knows everything. And I seem to be missing something. Semyon, it'll pass. Pfft, yes, thanks. That totally worked. Semyon, really? It's nothing. Sure. What could it be? Well, think about it yourself. You say that you're stranded, that you see meaning in other people's eyes. Yes, I do. You say that you're stranded yourself. But you can't look into your own eyes, can you? Well, you seem to be holding me for a fool. Is that so? As a matter of fact, I can look into my own eyes. I can look at them in the mirror. Well, in the mirror, one does not see themselves, but only a reflection of themselves. Well, I can look at myself on the video. Well, don't you see the meaning in your eyes? Can't you? Really? Stupid topic. Why stupid? I want to tell you something. Well, come on. Speak then. There is no meaning. And so it begins. No, what's wrong with that? Ah, yes, and there is no meaning, and life is short, and we all die. Is that what you want to tell me? Well, maybe just a little more specific. There is no meaning in general, but there is in particular. That is, everything together, absolutely everything. This is already nonsense. The meaning is only in the details, because this is the purpose of meaning, to communicate the divided. Alice, are you crazy? Think what you want. You started it yourself. Yes, now I'm not happy with myself. So don't judge yourself by others. You don't know. Alice? Yes. You don't know it. Alice? At the same time, in the same place. Alice! Alice! No, 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 no. What is it? I'm gonna turn my mic down. Alice! Where am I? What happened with me? Someone help! Who are you? How? How can you help? Alice? Yes? Tell me. What are you thinking? I don't know. What are you talking about? Yeah, me too. It's like I don't know what to think about anymore. Okay, let me help you. Imagine a forest. Trees with dense foliage in a path leading into the depths. Imagine that you are walking along this path, and with each step you take, the branches over your head are closing more and more tightly. It's already completely dark around you, and you're scared. You're afraid that someone will see you and understand that you're afraid. And now, under a streetlight, you see a girl lying. Who is she? I don't know. For all this time, I've been... Me. Alice? Is it... Is it you? How did she get here? What is she doing here? I don't... She didn't want to be here. But something or someone forced her. Do you remember with whom? Do you remember why you're here? I want to help. She doesn't need help. From you. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It's me. It's all my fault. What am I to do now? Who's there? You? What do you want from me? What are you talking about? Can't you see where I am? Yeah. Trapped. Oh, wait. Yeah. Trapped. In your dreams. What? No, I have no options. Okay. I'll take your deal. Speak your message. The end is not the end. What do you mean the end is not the end? Let me out of here! We had an agreement! Release me! Ugh, damn it. And just why does it have to be a forest? I see a path in front of me. It leads inward. I walk deeper along it, and with each step I take, the branches are intertwined over my head more and more densely. Am I sleeping? I'm in a dream, right? It all just seems to me like I'm imagining things. Who are you? Why am I here? What have I done? Why would I do this? You came here. Scared me again. I didn't call you. You came here yourself. So why? What do you need? Why are you coming here? Again. And again. I don't know. What if you're lying? Why? No, you're not lying. You're not here at all. What? You're just scaffolding. An excuse. Listen, have you influenced anything so far? Have you ever made a choice? What? Decided your fate? Your plot? What? No. You don't know how you got on this train. You don't know where you'll arrive. Why are you trying to remember something? After all, you don't know anything about me except what I myself told you. And I know everything about you. I know that you are Semyon Sarev. That you live in a rented room in a house down the street. Lived, that is. I know that you're not here. That you're a figment, a fantasy. That you are supposedly trying to remember something, but in reality... But it's actually just me. It was all me. I wanted to forget how we were together. How we were together in that forest, and you whispered to me how bitter and ashamed I was from my weakness. Serves you right. To present real memories as fantasy, and fantasy as reality. What a fool I am. I made up all this nonsense about a terrible forester, about a body on the road so that I could justify my salvation. For you to come to me, to come and stop the pain. But you know what? This time, something has changed. Maybe this time. Enough? Enough! I'm not afraid of this forest anymore. I'm not a body lying on the road anymore. And I don't need you anymore. I won't stay here a second longer. I will go right through this forest. Because I'm tired of hiding that something is wrong. Tired of pretending that this is how it should be. I can no longer continue to do this. My family, my loved ones, everyone I knew, everyone who helped me, anymore. I can't let myself down anymore. I have nothing else to do here. This is my stop.
Enough? What, like I've had enough? I'm gonna say no. See what that does. What? Nonsense.
No. No! I said no! I know what is real. And I never knew what she'd whispered in her ear. The end. The end is not the end. I'm still here. You won't scare me with cheap plot twists. Let's do something more complicated. Are you still here? Ah, Semyon. Doing your part of the agreement. Well, since we're alone, don't you want to ask me something? Why are we still doing this? Doing what? Keep meeting over and over again. Meeting and breaking each other's hearts. I can't answer that. I just don't know how. But maybe you want to ask me something else? What is it? You want to ask me how it turns out that this conversation is when there's nothing else besides you. Will this help me somehow? It help you. It's just what you want to ask. You just don't know it yet. I really don't understand what you mean. It's nothing. Really, with time you will understand everything. You see, it's all about attribution. Your logic as a means of manifestation of non-contradiction is available to your thinking only because of the existence of a fundamental principle of consistency. Such a principle is characteristic only of thinking as a contemplative tautology. I don't understand. Forgive me, Semyon, but for now you shouldn't understand anything. I'm not talking to you now. Semyon, imagine yourself playing yourself as a character in a computer game. Imagine that the actual you knows neither the qualities nor the means of acquiring either a priori or posteriori knowledge. What? How? Let me make it a little easier for you. I see a forest in front of me. Imagine that you are in a time where the current conditions allow you to simulate any situation. A path leads to this forest. Understand that you cannot imagine time without being in time. I walk this path deep into the forest. Understand that you cannot imagine a place without being in some place. The branches of the trees are intertwining more and more tightly above me. This means that the place has no size. I feel like I'm afraid. And time has no duration. I'm afraid others are seeing my fear. All that we observe is just our idea of what is outside of us. But I keep walking because... And although the concept of the constant is not constant, it relates to the constant. Which means that the time that we observe inside ourselves is only a ratio with what is outside of us. Because I know I have to keep going. Which means that in the existence of things outside of us, we can only... I know. Believe. Don't be afraid, Semyon. And you know why. Because there's nothing to be afraid of. Because only you know that here, it's nowhere, Semyon. There is no now, because besides you, there is no one to know when it is. Because besides you, no one knows anything about it. And will never know.
I can't read Russian.
Will they?
Enough? No, I'm gonna keep going. What does it mean? Who do you mean, Alice? What does all this even mean? Who are you? Who are you for real?
And this is the right question.
You know, it's very difficult.
What is very difficult?
Write this.
In what sense?
Well, I'm talking about this text. Writing it is not an easy task. More precisely, it's easy when it works out, but the rest of the time you mostly spend looking for something that might hook you. Relax. Promise you that everything will be fine and you will break through.
Semyon, how do I know what you're talking about?
Alice, I'm not Semyon. Actually, it is now 1:33 p.m., Friday, the 27th of July. I sit at my work and write this text. My boss is sitting next to me. He clicks his knuckles and apparently is thinking about something. Outside this window, one can see brightly lit houses, although the sky is overcast and probably it's a little cool there. I write it here, and it becomes part of the story, although I myself am still here, breathing and working. And now it is 6:50, Tuesday, the 28th of August. I've been editing this text all night. I'm at my home desk. My desk lamp is on, although outside the window the sky is already lemon-colored from sunrise. I'm writing here, and it breaks through time and space. It's here forever now.
Why are you writing this?
Well, how can I not write? Alice, all my adult life I've been trying to bring my ideas to life. Trying to reach out of my head to the farthest edges of the sandbox, so to speak. I only know one way to get along with it. In other cases, I feel bad.
Does it help you?
Yes, for a while.
And then what?
I don't know. Always different.
No. And then what?
Well, probably one day I'll grow up and I'll have completely different worries. Family, children.
Would you like it?
Would I like what?
Well, to grow up.
That is
Well, I don't know. That is to take control of yourself.
Well,
Don't be late anymore. Don't be last in line.
of course.
Not to lose opportunities. Not to lose sight of benefit. Do not waste energy in vain. Do not dry yourself into paint. I understood. Do not make people laugh. Do not disgrace. I said I got it. Stop disappointing, hoping for a miracle or maybe... I understood. And? Maybe I would like to, but I don't know. Shouldn't this somehow come out of necessity or what? That is, by itself? Well, Semyon, or whoever you are, remember what I say. Nothing happens by itself. Everything has a reason. Yeah, that's... And if something good can't happen, that's what you are. So that the good has a reason to appear. Or whatever good schmud. Thanks. I guess. It's nothing, Semyon. I didn't tell you anything that you yourself didn't know. I'll remember it. Thanks, Alice. But maybe just one more day? Yeah. I need one more day. The last one. Semyon? Yes, Alice? I have to ask you something. Of course. Shoot. It's not simple. Semyon, when the game is over, am I going to disappear?
What?
That is, you can close the game right now. That is, any of your actions that do not mean the direct expression of one or another choice inevitably leads to a situation where you still face it. What would you choose?
Alice.
Semyon, this is wrong. I'm sorry. Why are you saying this? I just want to understand.
Understand? Understand what?
Semyon, I'm trying to understand why you're still doing this.
What am I doing?
Why are you still playing this game? I'm sorry, but if you've gotten to this, you must understand all your zeal, so much wasted time on some kind of graphomania. After all, what you've written here will all be a thing of the past by next Monday. Because it's not crammed 5 days a week at school. It's not hammered in by parents along with the language that you hear from infancy. It does not repeat itself over and over again in the news and on the internet.
What in the world? What are you talking about?
Semyon, please stop wasting my time.
What are you talking about? What game?
Semyon, wake up! Finally! You're not playing this game. You play a game developer. I'm just a trick of the imagination. I will never be of any use to you. I'm just an outlet for your failures and injuries. The fact that I'm here only means that you cannot cope there. In the real world. That's all. You yourself have come so far. No one forced you to come here. What did you think to find here? Close it.
What?
I said close the game. How can you say that? Please, just close the game! Shit. My bad. Semyon. Alice, that's enough. Please. Semyon. I don't understand. Why are you so alarmed? Semyon. Don't you feel useful? So what? Does that mean anything? Is it that you have no expression in the real... in my world? Does this cancel something? Do you feel bad that you do not have an office and your own social network? That you don't need to sleep because you need to? And not because you're tired? What? Alice, come on. Imagine that you were in a forest. Before you is the path leading to the city. Semyon, stop it. And you walk through the city, and with every step, the houses around you become higher and higher. Semyon, soon the houses around you are so high that they cover the entire sky, except for one spot directly above you. Alice, those houses keep growing, and soon the sky is no longer visible. These houses continue to grow until they turn into wires that stretch so far that neither you nor my life... Neither your nor my life is enough to find out where they connect. How do you like this place? How do you like this place? I'm scared. Sorry. Sorry. I just want you to stay. Semyon. It's impossible. I know. I would really like you to stay. Maybe. That is, would you like to? What? I think I know what I can do. Semyon, forgive me. I don't think that anything else can be done here. Sorry, Semyon, I had to. Sorry, Semyon, I should have said earlier. Semyon, I'm not who you take me for. Yeah? Who do you think I take you for? It doesn't matter, Semyon. I'm not that. Is that so? Yes. Forgive me, Semyon, but I'm an advertisement. Advertisement? Advertising is a direction in marketing communications within the framework of which information is disseminated. The word advertising comes from the Latin verbs reclama and reclama and reclamare. I'm going to just butcher those intentionally, which have undergone significant semantic changes over the centuries. Advertising is a type of communication carried out using various technical means and methods of distributing commercial and other information. Semyon, I was supposed to be at a speed of 270 kilometers per hour. To sink into your soul, the sparkle, the relativism, which will go up in flames and burn competitors, the rest of the contenders for your time. Sorry. I don't care. Sorry. I mean, what? I don't care? Is that so? Why do you... Are you asking, or what? No, I mean, I don't care, really. Why? I don't care, Semyon. Yes, I know, I don't care. I just. That is, now you have purpose, right? Semyon, I'm sorry. That means I won't be able to stay here any longer. Forever and ever. Yeah, I understand. Thank you. Have you ever heard of the eternal return? Tell me. The eternal return is when you realize that all that could be is already conceived to take shape as it develops. That means that everything that actually happens has already happened. And will happen again. And again. Always. It means that we will always meet, see each other in part. For a while. But forever. For a while, but forever. Yes, Semyon. For a while, but forever. This is the eternal return. The idea that we see life as a straight line, although this line leads along the surface of the ball. And again, we find ourselves where we started, just like now. Do you hear? Is this your stop? Or... now what? So... just a dream. I just had a wild dream. Something about a girl lying in the forest. What in the world? So, pull yourself together. I'm on the train. Let me remember. To fall asleep on a lousy... on the train. To fall asleep on the train. Not so bad. A beautiful view of life. The best seats in the hall. Yeah. That's really... all the amazing life from here is visible at a glance. Places where ones leave reminders of themselves. Well, what is it to me? Sheer trifle. Just think. Scratches on the glass. Yeah, if I wanted. If I wanted, I could with these scratches. Although perhaps. My name is Semyon. And you? I'm Alice. Alice. Nice to meet you, Alice. You have such a beautiful name. Thanks. Tell me about yourself. Or maybe you first? Well, where to start?
Well, I guess that was Scriptur in its entirety. Very interesting, very philosophical, just touching on relativism. I thought it was pretty nice. I kind of enjoyed it. It was a lot of reading, and obviously it wasn't a perfect translation to English from Russian, but it wasn't too difficult to understand. It was just maybe some syntax errors and all that, but I'm not gonna fault them for it, because English is hard. It sucks. I thought it was nice. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you all soon.